Hey, this is Mike. Thank you so much for choosing this video. I am in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, visiting Grand Strand Nissan, and I'm checking out the all-new 2016 Nissan Titan XD. This is an amazing truck with tons of features, so I'm super impressed with it, and I know you will be too, so let's go ahead and check it out. The wheels are a 20-inch alloy wheel, painted a satin silver, which really goes well with the gunmetal gray color in this vehicle. The 16 Titan XD has four-wheel disc brakes. Now, they're not just regular disc brakes. They are the ventilated disc brakes on all four wheels. This really helps out with keeping the temperatures down on your rotors, especially when you're towing a trailer. Check out the styling. You have some lines there in the back, and they're evened out with the accents lines here in the front as well. You can see it kind of comes up right here and gives you kind of like a muscular look. Proximity activated puddle lights just under here at nighttime. They will turn on as you approach the vehicle. Really awesome feature. Hopefully I'll be able to show this truck to you at night so you can see how awesome it looks. So let's go ahead and take a look here in the front. Look at that amazing grille. It has a chrome accent around the outside with the Titan name across the front, and then you have a satin chrome here in the center, which looks absolutely amazing. Now, your headlights are a combination of LED projectors here, and then your high beams are a reflector halogen light, and you also have a LED accent here and halogen fog lights here at the bottom. Tow hooks here at the bottom as well. You also have a spoiler under the front bumper, which helps with the aerodynamics. Parking sensors in the front and rear. So there's one of your parking sensors there. You also have them here on the side. Really stunning truck. So this is what the key looks like. It's just a key fob. You also have a physical key in case you need it. But it is a proximity key, and you have the remote start, the lock and unlock buttons, also a panic button here. And it also has a physical key on the inside of the key fob too, just in case you don't want to use the physical key out here. Let's take a look at the window sticker, so you can use the pause button to get hopefully all the information you want. So the proximity key is designed to keep the key in your pocket, and you can use the vehicle without actually taking the key out of your pocket if you don't want to. So walking up to the vehicle, you want to lock the doors, you just push this button. So now it's locked. If you want to unlock it, you just push that button. Now it's only going to do that if the vehicle senses the key nearby. That's why it's a close proximity of the vehicle. That's why they call it a proximity key. And it will lock and unlock the doors. It also allow you to start the engine without actually taking the key out of your pocket. Let's take a look here on the inside of the passenger door. Check it out. You have mostly black, but you do have the metallic accent there in the center, but you also have this really soft to the touch matching the interior tan portion as well. All soft to the touch. You have some contrast stitching right in here. Super impressive feel to it. You also have this sloping down portion of the door so you can see out of the vehicle easier, and you can also see the side mirrors. Have two bottle holders and a little pretty good size storage pocket, actually, really wide. You also have a speaker in the door. It's a premium Rockford Fosgate 12 speaker system. There's your threshold, and you have a four-way passenger seat, powered passenger seat. Really nice, high quality, comfortable, zero gravity leather seats with the perforations here, heated here in the front, and really nice contrast stitching. So right in here is your dashboard. As you can see, you have a kind of a satin silver metallic accent with the chrome on the inside, which is really standing out. You also have a handle to help you get inside, as well as a nice step, which has the Titan name there on the side as well. You have a lockable glove compartment. It's a really good size. It's all smooth plastic on the inside, so it's easy to clean. You also have a little fuse box cover there. In addition to the storage pocket in the door, you also have a storage pocket on the side of the console here, so you can throw your cell phone or whatever you want in there. You can see here in the back we have the privacy glass, which keeps people from looking in your vehicle, but also keeps the sun off of you. So let's take a look on the inside out, so you can see how easy it is to see out of the vehicle. So it helps with your eyes squinting and all that stuff, but you can see really good. So here's the inside of the back door. You can see it has very similar styling as the front, metallic accent, the color combinations here, the stitching, the soft to the touch. You have 2 bottle holders, a little bit smaller storage pocket there, and some speakers here on the door. There's your threshold. Now the back seat is a really large, kind of a bench seat, but it's split in a 60-40 split fashion, which I'll show you in just a second. And you also have a fold down armrest with some cup holders there in case you need it, but you can also have a center passenger, a very small hump here in the center, so it doesn't interfere with the center passenger's legroom very much at all. You also have a AC adapter here, 120 volts with a maximum 400 watts, which is very substantial. You have some cup holders there that you can share with the back passengers just in case they have a center passenger. A double pocket in the back of the front seats, that's really handy. You can kind of use it as a little file system there. You also have some massive amount of leg room here. Now the seats will, oh yeah, before I show you that, you do have the child safety seats, the latch system or ISOFIX, to where you can install the seats, the safety seats in here more securely. This lifts up like so and kind of locks in place. You also have a handle to lower it. You have a little hanger right here, say a grocery bag hanger, a bag hanger there as well. So right in here underneath the seat you have a lockable storage system, so you can lock this to keep people out, and there's your storage area right in here. But that's not all. You can fold this out. See, it's designed, you can see this handle right here. You just pick it up and fold it out like so. So now you have this fold flat feature, so you can utilize this space for a cart, put a box or whatever you want back here, anything you want. If you don't want to put it in the back of the truck because of weather or security or whatever, you can put your stuff back here as well. And you have a combination, you can have a combination of cargo and passenger space. That's what the whole 60-40 split feature is all about. Another cool thing is, with small children, they can, if they're in their car seat or whatever, if they're forward facing, you can put the seat down with the fold flat portion out, and it keeps they can actually put their feet on it. So that's pretty neat too. In addition to the storage space under the seat, you also have a place behind the seat here. So we can actually fold this portion down and it kind of becomes a table here. So you can actually utilize this space to maybe put a clipboard or a laptop here and stand here and maybe do some work while you're working somewhere. That's a really cool feature. But right here behind the seat, you kind of have a little sliver of cargo space behind the seat as well that you can access. Here's your anchors for your car seat system. Let's go ahead and take a look here in the back. Really good height, look at that. Comes off the ground quite a ways, and you have your trailer hitch right here in the center. Your plugs conveniently located right here above the bumper, so you don't get them all dirty. So if they're down under there, they get dirty here. They're covered up, they're very easy to get to. You also have the parking sensor here on the chrome bumper, all the way across the back. Backup camera kind of hidden right in here. Lockable tailgate. So the 2016 Nissan Titan XD has a fully boxed ladder frame, which makes it super tough. Opening the tailgate is very easy because it is kind of an assisted dampened tailgate, so you could just kind of let it float on down. Easy to lift up and close and lower down with just one hand, very easy. Doesn't matter what you put in the back of the truck, you need to tie it down typically. So this one has the cleat system, goes all the way around the edge of the top of the bed, but you also have 2 strips here on the actual bottom of the bed, and when you're not using them, they're covered up and they're flush here, so you can access the truck, put plywood or whatever in here, no problem. But when you need to access these cleat rails, you go ahead and slide this cover off, like so, and you can tie down motorcycles or whatever you want. Really handy to have lots of tie down places if you haul stuff in the back of the truck. Also here on the side you have a 400 watt AC adapter there, so you can plug some stuff in there, charge some tools or whatever you need to do there. In the back of the cab of the truck you have two cargo lights that help with illuminate the back of the truck, but also kind of hidden, flush mounted underneath these cleat rails, you can see you also have some LED cargo lights under here as well. Hopefully I'll be able to show you this truck at night so we can see how awesome they are. The fuel door is on the driver's side, which is very convenient. And you open it up and you can see you have your diesel cap there, but you also have conveniently your diesel exhaust fluid cap, so you can go ahead and add your exhaust fluid there, so you don't have to crawl underneath the hood and everything to try to add it under the hood. It's conveniently right there. So I'm sitting in the back seat and I have the front seat, the driver's seat, ridiculously far back. I mean, it's leaning back, it's really far back. When I'm sitting in it, I can barely even touch the steering wheel. So with the absolute minimum amount of space in the back, I'm 6 feet tall and I have my legs straight forward. Okay, but this is more of a natural position here. But you can see my knees barely touch, even with all that room there in the front. So plenty of space here in the back. The back seats are super comfortable, as is the front. But my headroom is also awesome. I have, like, I don't know, several inches there, half a foot maybe, of headroom. So back to the proximity key. As far as starting the vehicle, you just have to have the key inside the vehicle somewhere. It could be in your pocket, it could be anywhere, just in a cup holder or whatever. Put your foot on the brake, hold it there, and push this button. Here's your driver's side floorboard, and you can see it has a hook-in rubber mat right here, which really helps out with keeping your carpet clean and, you know, containing moisture and mud and all that good stuff. But plenty of leg room right in here. You do have a place for your left foot right in here. It's just carpeted. It doesn't have any cover, but you do have a place to put your left foot there. Then you have the accelerator and brake pedals. Your parking brake is right here. Is actuated with your foot. So let's go ahead and take a look under the hood. So to open up the hood, there's a little latch a little bit to the right of this T right here. And you can probably see it. It's a yellow latch. And you just kind of move it to the left and just kind of lift up the hood just a little bit, like so, and it goes up the rest of the way by itself. So that was pretty easy. You can tell the hood has some weight to it, so it's not a super light hood, but since it's assisted with those pistons, it kind of helps you lift it up anyway. So here's your engine, check it out. It's a 5.0 liter V8 turbo diesel. Now it has a 2-stage turbo diesel, which is really interesting, and I'll provide a link in the description of this video so you can check out all the technology behind that, which is pretty cool. 310 horsepower, 555 pound-feet of torque. Now this engine is mated to a 6-speed Aisin transmission. That's right, an Aisin transmission. Really high-end powertrain in this vehicle. You can see it has the dual batteries there, so you can get this thing going in the cold weather. And you can kind of tell it's a diesel. It's not super quiet, but it's not super loud either. And they don't have it covered up with plastic, so that's a really good thing. You can actually see around it pretty good. Really huge cooling system up here. See that big, how big that fan is? Let's take a look here on the driver's side door. It's just like the other side with the pockets, the bottle holders, the handle and all that stuff, but it does have the power window controls here for all 4 windows. Now I want to mention that the power windows, you can see how they go up and down one touch. The front windows are a laminated glass system, so you have 2 panes of glass separated by an acoustic material, and this keeps the vibrations from outside noise from vibrating the glass and transferring the noise inside the vehicle. Your door lock controls are here. Your side mirrors are controlled with this little joystick. You just pick a side, left or right, and then you can adjust it. You have two settings, two presets for your seat, your power seat. It's an 8-way power seat. So go ahead and take a look at here. So you have a ability to go up and down and all over the place like a dentist chair. You also have power lumbar support, so you can really get that comfortable position in your zero gravity seat when you're driving, especially long distance. The steering column is a tilt and telescoping powered steering column, which really helps out getting that right position. So right in here is your headlight controls. You have an off, an automatic parking light, and then your headlights. Your fog lights are controlled with this switch down here, so you can turn them on and off. Now this is for your AC adapter. So you have your 400 and 150 watt AC adapter you can turn on and off. You also can turn on your cargo lamps right there. And right here is pretty cool. Have the ability to adjust your headlights slightly as you're driving. So that way, if you have a load in the back of the truck and your back of the truck is squatted down and your headlights are blinding people, you can adjust them down a little bit there. Your interior gauges are dimmed. You can make them brighter or dimmer here. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look here on the inside. So I'm sitting in the driver's seat, very comfortable. I have my lumbar support set. I got everything just the way I want it, and it is feeling good. So let's go ahead and start here on the steering wheel. It's a leather wrapped and stitched steering wheel, and you can see the little bolsters there to help with your grip. Very comfortable and high quality feeling leather. It has a really good not too slick but not too grippy, just overall really good feel to the leather as you're driving. Okay, so on the steering wheel, quite a few buttons here. You have your cruise control here on the right, so you can just turn it on, change through your speeds, cancel it, that kind of stuff. Pretty traditional there. Now on this side, you have your volume for your radio. You can change through your source, like AM, FM, stuff like that. You have your Bluetooth controls here to answer and hang up. And you also have these buttons right here correspond to the center screen here in the center of the gauges, which we'll get to in just a second. So your windshield wiper controls are here on the left, as well as your turn signal. So let's go ahead and check out the gauges. You can see it has like a silver dial, very simplistic. You have your RPMs, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you've got your engine coolant temperature there on the left side. On the right is your speedometer, 20, 40, 60, 80. Very simple. You also have your fuel gauge. You can see it has a little fuel pump with the arrow pointing to the left, showing which side your fuel door is on. So right here in the center, you have like an information screen. So you can see on the very bottom is your outside temperature. So you have your temperature gauge there, what gear you're in. At the very top, you have on the top left is how many miles you can drive before you need to get gas. On the top right is your odometer. But right here in the center, it shows your auxiliary gauges. Now you can have that, like say it's giving you your oil pressure, oil temperature, and your voltage. Now you can kind of use these buttons over here to kind of scroll through and get some more information. I'm going to quickly just kind of scroll through to show you all the other information that you can get on the screen. So you can get your DEF level, see what that is. You have a trip, which gives you a timer, miles per hour average, and how many miles you've driven. Fuel economy, it'll give you an average and a real time. Now this is skewed, it's not accurate. Digital compass there. And you also get some directions there. If you have a route on your navigation system, it'll also show you that information on the screen as well. There's what your radio is doing. This is your tire pressure will actually show while you're driving, but you'll actually be able to see the actual tire pressure in each tire. Any warnings or settings, just kind of messages will show up right here. And all kinds of different settings right in here. So you can kind of scroll in there and change anything you want, the language. And of course, if you screw it all up, you can always go back to the factory reset. And this is where it'll kind of tell you that your door is open and things like that, your driving aids too as well. Off-road, this is pretty cool because it shows you your angle of going up and down a hill or left and right. It kind of shows you how much of a angle you're in. And you have some more auxiliary gauges there. Now you also have the pounds per square inch for your turbo and your transmission temperature there. So there's a quick rundown of the information that you can get on that little screen between the gauges. So here on the column is a column shifter. So this kind of gets your shifter out of the way and it's easy to access. You have a tow and haul mode button here. You can also change through your gears, your 6 gear ratios right here, up and down if you need to, like downshift or whatever. So let's go ahead and put it in reverse just so we can see your backup camera here. You have the center line, which really helps out with backing up the trailers and stuff like that. And you can see from the bumper to the sky and all the way around. So definitely an easy way of backing up in general, but also backing up to a trailer. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this center stack here. And you can see it has the CD player here at the top center. For those of you keeping the 90s alive, you have a volume knob, pretty traditional volume and tune through the stations knob there. And it is a touch screen, so you can, go into certain features there. But it also has the physical buttons on the outside as well, just for convenience. So you have the satellite radio, you have the AM, FM, you have your presets there as well, like so. And you can choose your auxiliary input or your CD sources there. Navigation, you have a map. Let's go ahead and check that out. So that's what your map looks like, and you can also put in a specific address by pushing the nav button. Address, previous destinations, you can actually save your home address. You can be anywhere in the United States and push home. It'll take you back home. Over here you have a back button. There's certain screens you can go back out of, like so. And your apps button. So let's go and see what we got in here. So you have voice commands, satellite, Sirius satellite traffic. You also have travel link, which is pretty cool. I really like the fuel prices. So you can see, let's go to nearby. So just in case you're in an area in which you don't know where the nearest fuel station is, you need some gas. Now you can see right now it's showing gas and not diesel, but you can change that in the settings there. But really handy, so if you're in an area, it'll show you the nearby. You can sort of by nearby. Let's go ahead and change this to diesel. Alright, let's go nearby. So now we know where the nearest gas station is with the diesel. We can also filter by brand, so we can find a specific brand of gas or fuel that we want to use. Some people are really stickler to that. You have weather information here, so you can, really cool. And you can also find show a different location besides your own, just in case you want to check the weather of where you're going, that kind of stuff. Movie listings, stocks, that's pretty neat. Sports. Okay, so you also have a, your phone button, and also you can change your brightness there on the screen as well. So down here is your climate control. You have your driver and passenger. It's a dual zone system, so you have your driver and passenger system there, so I can change that independently on my side from the passenger. But if you want to have them all the same, you can just turn off the dual there, and then they'll both be the same now. There's your fan speed. Mode is where you want the air to blow. You can blow it in different places. You can recirculate the air, or you can get some outside air coming in. You also have an automatic feature, so you can just kind of set the temperature and let it do its thing. Front and rear defrosters are right here. Okay, so down here is your traction control. You can turn that off if you need to, in case you get stuck or you're sliding in the mud or snow. You can turn that off, so you can actually spin tires a lot and get out of the specific situation you're in. You can also turn the parking sensors off if it's beeping at you and you're just tired of it beeping or whatever. Four-way flashes are here. So down here is your trailer brake gain control. So you can, there's no trailer, so it's not really going to do anything right now, but you can adjust your gain control right here on the screen, which is pretty neat. You have a USB input and an auxiliary input for your radio. You can also use the USB to charge devices as well. 12-volt power supply right here. You have your heated seat controls. You have a high and low. Little storage pocket there. Big storage pocket here, but it's even bigger than what you think, because these cup holders right here are removable, And look at that, you have this huge storage space, which you can put all kinds of stuff in there. You can also change the position of the cup holder. Say you want them here more towards the front, you can snap them in place there, like so. So that's pretty neat, and that way you can access it a little bit easier from this direction. Okay, so the center armrest is huge, so you can share it with the passenger without fighting over it. And you can see it has some stitching here. Very soft and comfortable, very soft. And a kind of a, feels like a, has this, I don't know if it's actually real leather or not, but it feels really high quality. So let's go ahead and open it up. And in here, in the lid actually, you have a place to put some pins. You can clip your registration there, that kind of stuff. And then you have this tray here, which is removable. So let's go ahead and remove this tray out. Looks like you put poker chips or something in there. But you can put like your cell phone or whatever you want. It even has a little dished out place, maybe a screwdriver or something like that, I don't know. So this huge place right here with a power supply at the bottom is designed to where you can actually put a laptop down there. So you can put it in kind of vertically in there, so it'll kind of, and this, it'll kind of stand up in there. And this is, I think, designed to kind of keep it from falling over. So you can put this over like that. You can kind of put this in any place you want. You also have some places here for wires to go in and out of this console without getting pinched. So that's pretty neat. So the rear view mirror has the home link garage door openers right here at the bottom. You also have an auto dim feature. Right now it's actually auto dimming a little bit because I have the shade over the light sensor, and your side mirror is also auto dimming as well because of that. So you can turn on and off the auto dim feature by using these buttons here as well. Okay, so up here you have a place to put your shades, and it has like a pool table felt on the inside to keep your shades from getting damaged or scratched. You have some tap lights in case you need a quick light. You could turn on all the interior lights by pushing that like that. You can turn them all off, or you can have them in the center position, which will turn them on with the door. You have an emergency SOS button right there. Now, I'm not brave enough to push it. I don't know if it actually calls 911 or what it actually does, but it's there. Right over here is the button for your sliding back glass. So let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. And right in here is your microphone for your Bluetooth system. Right in here, I believe at nighttime, right in here is a little ambient light, which we'll see at nighttime, hopefully. I'll make a night video and we'll check it out. So here's your visor, and it has a light and a mirror there. And the visor also slides out in case you need to get it in that just right position. You know how the sun is. And I like the way they have this little bit of a shade around the rear view mirror, because it seems like the sun always tries to peek in there and blind you for some reason. The dashboard is really awesome. Check out that stitching, and soft to the touch, really high quality feeling and looking. So let's look back here again, but this time we're going to look at the visibility. So you can see the headrests are right, kind of blocking our view, but of course these seats are, you can fold them down just in case you want to get those out of the way. There's no backseat drivers. And then you have the windows, the glass there with the crew cab. So not too shabby. Of course you have the backup camera and the parking sensors and all that stuff too. Okay, so there you have it, 2016. Really excited. I've been waiting for months to show off this vehicle. It's a 2016 Nissan Titan XD with a diesel engine, all redesigned. Okay, so thank you for watching, and thank you to Grand Strand Nissan in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, for allowing me to show off an awesome truck, and I will see you guys next time.